Many people in the B2B world are initially skeptical of the organic growth principles because, after all, B2B and B2C markets operate quite differently. I'm going to share an example from the B2B world. And the truth is that I've spent more than 50% of my time over the last 25 years doing B2B, and the OGP works really well there. Enserv was a leading manufacturer of heating, ventilating, and air conditioning equipment, had a sizable presence in building energy management as well. Unfortunately, their sales have been flat for 4 or 5 years, and they were on their third GM and a new CEO. Both of them knew the cause was not the product. That was outstanding. And they also knew the sales force was highly regarded in the industry. It was known particularly for its focus on finding big customers who are putting things out to bid and jumping in to try to win the subsequent beauty contest. When we did the work, we found there was a lot of buying process before the RFP stage. Moreover, we found that the very earliest of those stages, the idea generation and light research stages, effectively determined who would win the business. If a facility manager talked to a particular manufacturer during that idea generation step, that manufacturer was 3 times more likely to be chosen in any subsequent RFP. With that insight in mind, Enserv decided to resegment their market. They identified that customers who were most likely to be consulting with a vendor early on were those with better energy tracking systems, who were in states with tight energy codes, and who had done projects before. Once they knew who those high propensity segments were, they dug into what were the key drivers and barriers for getting them to consult with Enserv earlier. Turned out to be things like whether a project could be modularized to fit within the facility manager's discretionary budget, or were they able to position the facility manager as someone who was a cutting-edge manager. Out of that insight, they developed a behavior change value proposition and a campaign. It was tightly focused on getting customers to consult early. And once that happened, making sure that their organization, the Enserv organization, responded professionally no matter the size of the project they were going to talk about. It took about a year to retool the sales force and the marketing, but once they did, sales grew immediately in that first year once they retooled, and they grew 1% over industry average the year after and 3% the year after that.